Hey, what's going on, guys? Richie Figs here, back with another video. Today we are going to be talking about, well, a topic that everyone seems to have their eyes and ears open for, and they have absolutely crushed it this year as a company. Jada Toys. Jada Toys, folks. If you haven't heard the name, I don't know how you couldn't have. If you've been anywhere in the figure community within the last year, they have taken 2023 by storm. They are not going to be slowing down in 2024, and that's what we're going to be talking about in this video. They did announce Wave Series 4 Street Fighter 2 collection coming out, and, well, we're going to talk about it. And the main thing that they were talking about in this interview that I watched with Toy Migos, shout out to Toy Migos, they're the interview, they got to interview June from Jada Toys, and they got the details and the down low and kind of what the schedule is going to be looking like for the 2024 season as far as action figures are concerned. And yeah, link to that video will be in the description below. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. Great interview. You get all the details that you need regarding the Street Fighter line, and if you're in love with it as much as I have been, yeah, they have owned 2023 figures of the year multiple times, multiple figures, and they've dropped 5 in their opening debut of the line in 2023. They gave us Ryu, they gave us Chun-Li, Fei Long, SDCC Evil Ryu, and then they also finished with Ken. Now, they did mention in that interview that Ken should be hitting target as early as December. So maybe he pops up. I would think probably the more realistic timeline is going to be somewhere in January. But some of you might get lucky and actually start seeing him pop up in December, as he has already started to hit overseas. So that's cool. Ken is going to be pretty much close and just a head swap from Ryu. So not a whole lot new there on that one, but that's okay. And then they even did an exclusive Player 2 color swap for Ryu over at Walmart, which is limited to 4,000. And a lot of people were skeptical on that. They didn't know if that was real or not, but June did confirm in that interview as well that that was going to be a valid retailer and is a legit figure. So it sounds like they're going to be doing a lot of Player 2s. They're going to flood the market, and I don't think anybody's complaining because the figures are amazing. They're cheap. They come with a lot of accessories, and they look good. I mean, what else could you ask for? And it sounds like 2024, they're not going to be slowing down. They did announce Series 4, and that was the purpose of this video. Just wanted to kind of talk over that and what my thoughts and opinions are, and see what we got. So the 3 players that we are going to be adding to the roster, man, they are flying through this roster fast, and they're doing a great job doing it. So what do we got? We got Blanka Vega and Sagat. And the main thing that he focused on in this interview was size. He says, we've done the smaller guys, now it's time to do the deluxe dudes, and it sounds like they're going to be going big. Like, he emphasized size and big and deluxe all in that interview. It's peppered throughout the interview that 2024 is going to be all about deluxe. Even some repaints and retooling and deluxe editions of characters that we've already got, so that's really cool. But kind of taking a look, first thoughts and opinions, we'll start off with Sagat. Yeah, the sizing looks great. He towers over Ryu, towers over him. These are all just the photos that you're seeing. Again, Toy Migos, I just snapped a few screenshots from that video. Again, link to that video is in the description below. Yeah, great channel and got a lot of information out of that. So, yeah, it looks great. Again, the molds are on point. He's going to be, I want to say this figure looks to be about 6.5 inches, maybe 7 inches. But they did say they wanted to go bigger, and they did need to make him that size to tower over some of these figures that we've gotten so far. So Sagat looks great. And it's hard to really give a full opinion on these because these are just the prototype models. They could add shading, they could add more paint, there could be different updates and toolings, as I am seeing some pins. All their figures so far have been pinless, so the fact that I'm seeing some pins in here just lets me know that these are just straight prototypes. So, yeah, Sagat looks great. probably my least favorite one out of the three, surprising enough, because the next one we got is not even a character that I like. I like the character, but it's not like a character I'm like blown away with or had any hype for until I saw this freaking mold. Is Vega. Vega's mold is sick. Oh man, they got the body type looking a little bit. He's usually a slab. From my remembrance of the game, is he was kind of like a taller, slender dude, but they got him a little bit more beefy, and he's holding his mask, and you don't even get a great look at the mask, but you can tell it's just gonna fit snug, perfect. And yeah, I'm really excited about this Vega. I'm curious to see how they do those claws too. Because claws have always been kind of a finicky thing on figures. If you had any of the Wolverine figures, you know what I'm talking about. Vega looks just awesome. Like, I'm not even a Vega fan. Like, if you were to ask me who I liked more in growing up, it'd probably be Sagat over Vega, but I like this mold better than I do actually the Sagat. So, love that. And then I think this is one on everybody's list. The best for last, Blanka. Now, when I first saw the Blanka head sculpt, it threw me off a little bit. I didn't totally see Street Fighter 2 Blanka in that head sculpt, but looking at it, getting some better close-up images of the headshot, it has grown on me quite a bit already. So, the one thing about Blanka, and that June did mention in this interview, is that he's crouching in these photos. He is a big-ass dude when he is standing on his hind legs. He towers over Ryu, is what June did mention. So the main thing, and again, that they emphasized with these Series 4 is bigger, better, badder. So they're going to start producing these figures, and they're going to be, it sounded like these are the deluxe ones. Now, I would assume with the deluxe, probably does come with the deluxe price tag, but June really does focus on trying to keep the price down. That's kind of like their motto with the line so far. I mean, I don't know how long they can keep that up, but the reception has been great so far, so I think they can, as long as the sales are there, I would think. But you know, those companies, they need the dollars. So in order to get that, you know, they might have to raise prices somewhere down the line. But as of right now, I would think they'd probably stay. I think from watching other interviews with June, he said the deluxe figures would be in the $35, $40 range, probably around the same price as the SDCC Ryu. So yeah, those are the three. They look great. And then they did kind of give us a timeline on some of the other figures. I believe he said the next up after Ken was going to be Dalsim and Guile and Cammy. I think he said, I think the next, or no, Bison. I forgot about Bison too. So Bison and Guile and Dalsim, I believe, were wave 3. Cammy's in there too. I forget the exact wave. Maybe it was 4. I can't remember. But then it sounded like we're going to be getting a bunch of repaints too. If you guys saw the Paul Mart, it's got gray and blue for Ryu. And then I heard from Kyle Peterson's channel that there might be a brown version, like a brown gi, coming out for Ryu as well. That could be another store exclusive. So it sounds like they're just going to be pumping these things out. And so far, I've been a completionist and double up on the line. So I like this line a lot. I'm all in. Sign me up. I'm all in. But I want to know your guys' thoughts. Are you excited for Wave 4? Did they look as great as you imagined them? And who else are you trying to see come in this 2024? It sounds like we're going to be getting more announcements at SDCC 2024 of Wave 5, or even bigger, badder, deluxe versions of figures that we've already got. You know, Blanka has a ton of repaints, a ton of different skins, so we could even see more Blanka along with all the other characters. Chun-Li's got a few different outfits, along with, you know, probably an evil Ken's coming down. Your dangerous Ken, I forget what they call him. I think it's something like that for Ken. But yeah, that's the update. That's where we're at. So let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Go ahead and hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.